So every day I get on this here app and I see more and more countries coming together not out of love for one another, right? Not out of world peace. They're coming together because our government is trying to hurt people for fun, because that's the stock that they come from. That's the history that they come from. They hurt people for fun. And now they've made it to and then I have to get up here and I still have to see people in these goofy ass hats. I live in a part of Indiana where during the elections there were those flags everywhere. There was a man, he literally on his fence, he said, you know, go this administration. I refuse to say that fucker's name. I really do. Like, he said, go this administration, clear him out, round him up. He was like, Jesus Christ is king and dump truck is his leader or something. Like, it was some bullshit. And now silence. Silence. Nobody has that rhetoric up anymore. Nobody has that foolishness up anymore. The messed up part about it is that some of y'all think that because of y'all's privilege, because of the color that your skin, that other countries won't come over here and rock your shit. You think that you won't wake up and the shit look like Gaza. They don't give a fuck about what God you serve. They don't give a fuck about that you paying your taxes. If you start something, there's gonna be some foolishness. And all these rich motherfuckers want to send our kids to war. Bitch, send your fucking child. How come when we finally start to give our lives together, how come when we finally start to pull ahead as minorities, as women, as LGBTQ, as literally anything, because they're coming after everybody? How come when we finally get this shit together and we finally have some modicum of peace? I literally told people during this person's first term that he, because of his personality type, he was going to retaliate against the American people for voting in a black man. And keep in mind, that black man was the best president we have ever had, ever. Argue with your mama, I don't give a fuck. Because he was... If Obama had done even a quarter, if he had even said part of what he wanted to do, if it even sounded remotely like what is happening right now, he would have been impeached. This administration, when they had their first term, they weren't able to do all of what they wanted to do because of COVID. And I thank God for COVID, which is awful to say because there's so many people that passed. And I'm so sorry for those people. I had people that passed. I had multiple people that fucking passed. But thank God for COVID, because it stopped his ass from doing a lot of what he wanted to do. And I told y'all he was going to retaliate. I literally told y'all because of his personality type, he's going to pick out a minority. He's going to demonize that minority. That's what he's doing. I said he's going to make all these goofy ass laws to benefit him and his friends, and he's going to take all of our money. That's what he's doing. I said he's going to literally destroy America. That's what he's doing. He is picking on other countries. He is poking the bear so that they will retaliate against us instead of just going after his ass. That's what he's fucking doing! know a lot of y'all are gonna get on here and call me a liberal. Bitch, I don't care. Everybody deserves to eat. Everybody deserves to have clean water and air. Bitch, you're here too. That includes you. You fucking dumbass. That includes you. Unlike y'all, we're not trying to leave y'all out of the equation. We want that shit for everybody. Everybody. You fucking dumbass. And now you've doomed us all. Bro, what the fuck, bro?
I just wanted to have that one clip. I'm gonna make several videos on this, but I thought this one clip alone was powerful. Like, like I started to get chill bumps listening to her. Nothing she said was a lie. Everything was a fact. Every single thing. Everything that Kamala Harris said was gonna happen is happening. She was not wrong one time. She wasn't wrong. Look at the position we're in now. Right? He duped all of you. Every single one of you. And you just had to get behind the racism. You have destroyed relationships. You have destroyed job opportunities. You have destroyed the economy, the housing market, which was already somewhat in shambles, right? You have destroyed morality. You have. I can remember, right? And let's be clear here, right? I get every once in a while this random that'll say, "Oh, why you had to talk about politics?" I talk about whatever I want to on my channel that I make with my time and my energy and my research. You don't like it? Find a conservative channel that can combat anything I say. You can't find one. It is what it is. I'm not Democrat nor Republican. If they're wrong, they're wrong. Fact of the matter is, y'all put the rest of America, anybody that voted for this regime, after the first time for this dude, first time I give people the benefit of the doubt. After the first time, right? Give people the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't really engaged into, the political space like that. I knew a lot, but I didn't know enough. Okay, so I didn't really care, right? I used to say bullshit like two birds are the same, da da da. Nah, this ain't the same. It's way different. Okay. Again, right? People want to pick and choose who can talk about politics, right? Oh, you just had to say something about, yeah, because I can. It's my channel. I say what I want to. Anyway, when she stated that all the other countries are coming together, I just saw the other day that Russia, China, and North Korea have entered the chat, bro. They're on their side. We don't have any allies, y'all. The only thing keeping America safe is a body of water. And barely that. You got to be crazy to think that these other countries don't have the knowledge or the infrastructure, military infrastructure, to do to us what we can do to them. You have to be crazy. I don't care what your research told you. If they can send people to the moon like we can, they can send a bomb over here too. Stop thinking like, and that's one thing, I never bought into was the whole, we're America and we're the toughest. Bro, we were the toughest nation in the world based off of our relationships and our position. We're not that any longer. We, the America, right, that I supposedly knew growing up, sorry. The veil has been pulled back. Mexico's not riding with us. Canada, not riding with us. Even though the people sympathize with the people in America that didn't vote for this. Okay? Not siding with us. He has destroyed our two closest allies' relationships. Destroyed. He did that immediately. Trying to tell them that they should be America and this, and that, and the third. No, they shouldn't. No. So we lost two of our biggest allies, right? That are literally above and below us. Two. You got two of the biggest countries or continents, whatever you want to call it, right? They got so many dang countries over there in the East. It's crazy. But Russia and China enter in the chat. Russia and China enter in the chat. Now, if you guys don't know about the Strait of Hormuz, please do 5 minutes worth of research, right? Iran said they're going to bomb anything that come over there. That's going to mess up the cost of goods for Russia and China. You see how this trickles down, right? Us poking our nose where it don't belong. This war has nothing to do with us. Do y'all understand that, right? This war has absolutely nothing to do with the United States of America. Remember, this is the same guy that said he was going to end the Ukraine war on day one. We're a whole year in, right? This is the same guy that said he will be the first president of no wars. He has started 4 of them. One, two, Venezuela. It's not started, but that's still Venezuela, Iran, and I thought there was another place they just bombed. I can't keep up, bro. It's a nonstop onslaught of shit every single day. Okay? We, the United States, even though I didn't vote for this, we are the crooks of the world, y'all. We are the liars. We are getting our bluff called right now. This man is in over his head, and he doesn't care about the livelihoods of the rest of America that y'all swear that he loves so much. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's on his way out. He got to go meet Satan in a little while. He don't give a shit. He does not care. But y'all sitting here riding and arguing and messing up relationships, all kind of crazy stuff over a guy that does not care about you. The only thing he cares about is his family and enriching himself. Everything that he's done is the exact playbook from Hitler. He putting his name in banners everywhere. What president has ever done that in the United States of America? Taking down everything to put his name on it. Who has done that? It's propaganda. Yo, I hate being the kind of person that'll say America is the crooks of we are. That's just the facts. The United States of America, we are the crooks of the world. We are. We don't keep our word. We lie about everything. We lie to our own people. We poison the food, right? We tax the hell out of the American people. We raise the cost of living so high that people that have to rent pay 3 times the amount of people with mortgages. And there'll still be someone living in a 5 foot wide by a 10 foot long trailer trying to argue over this shit. Trying to argue over the position in which that just because they idolize another man so much, they want a king. They want a person to and that's really weird for men. First off, to be you arguing and going so hard in the paint for another guy. That is weird to me. That is weird. You want to worship another man so bad that you were willing, whether you had morals or not, you were willing to put all of that shit aside. All the morals, relationships, opportunities, the economy. You was willing to risk it all for a guy that don't care about you. Then you trying to, like she said, he's talking about he's not ruling out the draft. I'm going to tell you like this. We ain't fighting for you. We're not. All of you Trump supporters, all of you, I'm going to stop saying his name too. All of you 45 supporters, get to the front line. I don't care if you're disabled. I don't care. I don't care if you can't move anything below your neck. If you voted for him, get in line. We not fighting y'all stupid war. He's sending off poor minorities, not just minorities, but you got poor, not necessarily poor, but you know what I mean. Most people go to the service because they want to pay for college. They want to have some stability long term, He wants to frontline everyone else, but now he's trying to exempt his son because they have a family condition. Ain't that convenient? That's convenient as hell. I'm just saying, bro. This man has brought out the nastiness in America that I honestly only thought was possible in the movies that we saw growing up. I didn't think it was. I was naive. I grew up in a decent, we wasn't bone shit poor, but we wasn't middle class either. We was like right in between poor and middle class, if there is a class there. I grew up with white friends in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I grew up white teachers in the city school. Like, it's not normal for me to be around white people. It may be that way for other Trump supporters and people like that to be around black people, right? Because they don't have any relationships or are not around them, but not for me. It was never that for me. So I was naive. I didn't think people were really like this. I didn't think people really were this mean, this nasty, this racist. And it's all by choice. They don't have to be this way. It's all by choice. It's sad because I remember the day he got in office and both of my kids coming to me, both of my sons coming to me, crying. Because I had not only that, I had so many different people trying to confide in me. They just felt like we were doomed. I remember that feeling. It was very empty, very hopeless, very X, Y, and Z, while all of the supporters of him and people that wanted this, they're going around laughing, they're teasing, like they treating it like it's a sport event. Y'all playing with people's livelihoods. This is not the Eagles versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl. These are lives you're affecting, voting against your own interests and everyone else's, just to say say, oh, well, my party. First off, again, having an identity for politics is weird as hell. You're a weirdo. If you can't see the difference between right or wrong, you are a weirdo. Forget the sides. It's about voting for what's right. I don't have a side. You can't put me in a box. You can't say, well, because he don't like Trump. That's what they do. They do the whataboutism. That's what they call it. Whataboutism. Anytime you say something about Republicans or anything over there, they always just assume that you're a Democrat or XYZ. I'm not either. F all of them. All of them. Do not care. I vote for morals. I have morals. You can't pay for that. You can't buy me. If a sponsor came through on this video from the far right and wanted to drastically financially change my life, right? $200,000 to $300,000 compared to, the little bit of money that I make now, and say, hey man, if you can do X, Y, and Z, would you such and such? No, I wouldn't. I'm telling you right now, copy this clip of me saying this right now. And if you play this shit back, the same way we did for Snoop Dogg when he told us X, Y, and Z and then he did otherwise. Play this shit back. My moral standard is too high. That's how I was raised. With morals. My word is my bond. That's why, you know, some of y'all would hear, you know, some of y'all that's not from the hood, or a lot of y'all would understand some of these terms. Word is bond. My word is my bond. When I say that, there's nothing above it. I wouldn't overstep that. Word is bond. Word is bond. My word is my bond. Right? I'm sorry, I'm making this video a little longer. It's just a lot of this touch home. This video, big shouts outs to this creator, because this is not my video. Okay? Big shouts outs to her. I feel every sense of everything she was saying. It's so frustrating because regardless of whether you like me or I like you, right? Regardless of whether you're on the right, left, in the middle, Green Party, whatever the case may be, we don't vote to hurt you. We don't vote to see you suffer. We don't vote to see people harmed or killed for protesting and demonstrating their constitutional right. But there are people this election that did that. We walk around with this false sense of America's unstoppable. It's not that. Because we spend more money on military, we shouldn't have to. That should have told you alone what position we're on the world stage. Why do we have to spend that much money on our military budget? Why? And this is no respectfully, but the people I respect the most, all right, are people that take an oath and actually stand to it. Especially every single person that has served this country and voted the right way. I love all of the service members. Ain't no cop-outs, just the truth. I have friends that went to high school with me, and some that I met in 2-year college that ended up going into the service and is still serving to this day. Combat veterans. I think it's like 8 or 9 people that have been to Iraq and fought. Not going to stand posts. You got people that have never served or have done the minimum in the service, being mean, nasty, and racist to service members that have actually risked their lives to keep the freedoms that we're supposedly, you know, the stamp in the United States. This shit is backwards. It's not right, y'all. That's all I'm trying to say. This ain't a bash the right, bash F all of them. I think we need a whole government overhaul. We need to redo all this shit. Nobody over the age of 72 should be in a position holding positions where other people that's younger that need the opportunity can come in. No baby boomer should be in these positions. No. These are old white men wars. These wars have nothing to do with us. Nothing. It has nothing to do with us, y'all. You get people so impatient to hear you out. The moment you say something that they disagree with, they run to the comment section just to put in. But before, you know, you might not even be in that position that they think you are. They don't even give you a chance to be heard. The moment you say something they disagree with, they run to the comment section to disagree without hearing the full story, without getting full context. That's America in a nutshell. We never got the full context. I'm sorry to the people like her and I that did not vote for this. We didn't want this. We didn't want this for nobody. We didn't want higher gas prices. We didn't want food costs to go up. He said food costs will come down. And then he said he don't know if he can do that. And then he said it's impossible. They said every 200 something years, 500, 200 something years, I forget where that comes from. The United States is we're on the verge of even being wiped out, or we're about to get a rude awakening. A rude awakening, sorry. I'm not editing this out. I'm not cutting, splicing anything. All right? I'm not that good at editing. I'm learning. I use CapCut. It's a free program, so I don't have time to be, trying to upload, and then as soon as I try to, they telling me I got to pay for the premium version. I ain't there yet on YouTube. Hopefully in 6 months, I can do that. Right? And also, she spoke about the Obama hypocrisy, right? If Obama had done any of this, if Obama had, listen, regardless of how you feel about Obama, he was the best standard that we had, right? And to my black people that like to say, because you got those that say, oh, well, Obama didn't do anything for black people. Okay, that's like you getting a job, right, that has never hired a black person at all for the job, minority or black, whatever, woman, minority or black, right? You get a job that has only had white men having this job, right? X, Y, and Z, okay? Get the job. You're the first. You think within your first year or two getting in there, let's say you're the shift leader, right? But you still have like the board. You might have a board of directors and stuff, so you are the president, then you have the board you have to go to, and then you have X, Y, and Z, right? You think you can get in and then start making major changes to benefit your people, huh? Immediately. That's what y'all think. Y'all think you can just hand out discount cards the moment you get in. That's not how it works. Especially when you have the other side of the house voting down everything that you're trying to do. Obama was the standard. That's the standard we should be proud of. That's the standard we should be seeking, and nothing less of the presidency. Not this shit. This is bad. This is bad. Racism shouldn't be a norm. It is here. Having a political identity as a literal identity should not be a norm here. It is. There are people that will literally fight and argue their family over politics, over a man that doesn't care about you. I know many people that have ruined relationships. I had a very close relationship with a family that was on the right. I didn't care. But when the morals came into play, I had to remove myself. You can't say you love me. You can't say you love me and then vote to hurt me at the same time. That's abuse. You can't say you love me. You can't say you love black culture. You can't say you love X, Y, and Z, but then you do the opposite. That's abuse. It's abuse. We're getting abused, America. And I'm going to say this again, even to the people that don't like me. I don't want to see you suffer, bro. I still don't. I wish you would make better choices. I wish you would be better informed. I don't want to see you suffer. I don't want to see nobody suffer. I don't want to see no American suffer. This is a sad video, bro. This is sad. All right? I'm gonna let this shit rock. I ain't really got no exit to this, because there's a lot more passion and stuff that I have for this, and I want to say some more things, but to stay within YouTube guidelines, obviously, I'm not. And that's just what it is. I'll be dumb to do that. It's not nothing crazy. It's just this video will be an hour long instead of the first 15 minutes it was intended to. We're on 29:47. Y'all keep it easy, man. Ayo Bassel TV. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.